He gave her everything, but she broke it. A hurt and betrayed man sits in quiet pain. How many guys have faced this? Loving a woman, thinking love is pure magic, only to see their hopes crash. How many signs do we ignore? One man tried to warn us nearly 200 years ago. His name was Arthur Schopenhauer, and he shared a truth most didn't want to hear. Schopenhauer told men about love's tricks and women's nature, but people ignored him. Today we'll listen. Romantic love. They say it's life's biggest prize. From childhood, guys hear stories of heroes and princesses, soulmates, and happy endings. We jump in, hearts racing. Sure, this woman is an angel who'll make life perfect. Songs, movies, and posts on Instagram hype it up. When we're not in love, we chase it. When we're in love, it takes over. When love ends, we break. It fills our chats and dreams. How can something so huge be fake? Schopenhauer asked this in his day. Why all this fuss? Why the pain, the longing, the chaos? Why does something so small cause such a storm, he said. To a guy in love, a breakup feels like the world's end. To others, it's just a small thing. But Schopenhauer says, it's not small at all. Love's highs and lows, joy, jealousy, heartbreak, are so strong because something bigger is at stake. Every love story, happy or sad, aims for something greater than all else in life. That aim is life itself, keeping humans going. This is why love feels like heaven or hell. It's why men have done crazy things like writing songs or starting fights over love. Schopenhauer says whole countries have fallen because of love's whims. Deep down, we feel something huge is on the line. But what? To find out, Schopenhauer cuts through love's rosy glow and shows the real force behind it. His ideas give a bold, raw take on love. Under all the sweet words and feelings, love is a trick of biology. Schopenhauer says every living thing is pushed by a blind force he calls the will to live. It's an instinct to survive and make more life. This force doesn't care about art, fairness, or your joy. It only wants life to keep going, and it drives us without us knowing. In his words, love is a toy of this will to live. We think our love is special, but it's really about making babies to keep the species alive. Love is nature's trap, a sweet lie to make us do our job. Having kids is the biggest goal of every creature, its strongest urge. Schopenhauer writes, when you're crazy in love, obsessed with her, it's not fate. It's your instincts picking a good mom for your kids. It sounds harsh, but nature doesn't care about your happy ending. It just wants the next generation. Schopenhauer paints a clear picture. You versus the species. The species needs fight against your own. He says it'll wreck your happiness to meet its goals. Think about it. The same force that makes love feel amazing will ruin you if it helps the bigger plan. All those promises of forever. Nature breaks them once they're useless. In this game, anything goes, even lies. Schopenhauer spills the secret. Nature uses tricks to win. It puts a false idea in your head, making you think what's good for the species is good for you. This trick is instinct. He says, simply put, we're fooled into chasing what nature wants, thinking it's what we want. We think we're after joy and love, but we're really serving nature's endless life force, losing out ourselves. It's a tough truth, that wild, heart-pounding romance that felt like the best thing ever. It wasn't about your happiness, it was nature's plan to tie you to a woman and make new life. Once that's done, the magic often fades. Schopenhauer notes, the trick vanishes once the species' goal is met. How many couples feel this? The spark dims after a baby comes. The relationship struggles under real life's weight. Schopenhauer jokes that you hear nature's laugh after love's act. That moment of clarity after romance often brings a weird sadness or emptiness. Science calls it postcoital tristesse, the sadness after sex, and it hits men more. Schopenhauer would say it's no surprise. It's the will letting you see the truth for a second. You did nature's job, and now you're like, what was I thinking? The high was short, the come down is real. If love is nature's trick, what about women? Schopenhauer's take is blunt, even shocking. He saw women as nature's tool, built to lure men for making babies. It's not a nice view, but his goal was to show hard truths. He says nature equips every creature for its job. For women, nature's plan is charm. He writes that young women get a burst of beauty and allure for a few years at the cost of their later life. Why? So in those prime years, they can hook a man's heart so strongly that he signs up to care for her forever. A guy caught by a young woman's looks rushes to provide and protect her. Schopenhauer says, no guy would rationally agree to the heavy load of family and marriage if he thought it through. But tons of guys do it because they're not thinking. They're spellbound. Nature's trick works too well. Once the job's done, nature cuts back. Like a female ant loses her wings after mating, a woman often loses her youthful glow after a kid or two. That charm fades. Back in Schopenhauer's time, people noticed how women's looks dropped after pregnancy. The beauty that hooked him was short-term, just enough to lock in a partner and have kids. What a guy thought was forever beauty was, to Schopenhauer, a timed lure. Nature needed her to catch you. It doesn't need her to stay stunning after kids. This sounds cold, like women plan to trick men. But Schopenhauer isn't blaming women themselves. He's pointing out the biology they're caught in too. In his view, women are wired differently for a reason. Their bodies and minds are shaped for having and raising kids. He wrote, a woman's shape shows she's not made for big physical or mental work. She pays life's price through childbirth, kid care, and depending on a man. So nature made her fit to nurture young kids. Women are built to be caregivers and teachers for early childhood, and because of that, they stay childish, silly, and short-sighted. Basically, big kids forever. This bold claim means women, to Schopenhauer, think and act more like kids. They focus on the now, care about small things, and don't dive into deep or long-term ideas. They stick to what's close, take things at face value, and prefer little stuff over big matters, he says. Men, on the other hand, grow up slower but build stronger logic, thinking about past and future, making principles, and setting big goals. What happens when a logical guy falls in love? He loses his sense. Nature's trick clouds his mind. Schopenhauer says women stay more practical and clear-headed. They see a guy for what he is, judging how he fits their needs. But a guy in love, he can't see straight. Women see what's really there, while men, when their feelings kick in, exaggerate and dream up stuff. Schopenhauer notes, a guy paints virtues on a woman, turning her into a perfect goddess. He ignores her flaws, overhypes her good sides, and tricks himself into thinking she's unique, flawless, and pure. He's under a spell. Meanwhile, the woman, led by practical instincts, might just be locking in a guy who can provide for her and her kids. To Schopenhauer, the guy's in a dreamy bubble, the woman's in a realer world. This gap sets up huge letdowns. Schopenhauer goes deeper, saying women's character is shaped by nature's goals. Since women are physically weaker, nature gave them not strength or fairness, but smarts. He says nature set them up to rely on cunning, not power. So they have a natural knack for cleverness and a hard-to-shake habit of bending the truth. It's a tough call, but Schopenhauer saw women using deception like animals use camouflage, not always on purpose, but as nature's tool. Men with stronger logic built a sense of fairness, honor, and principles. Guys expect deals to be kept, efforts to be repaid, and loyalty to go both ways. These are male ideas from thinking in big concepts. Schopenhauer thought women don't share this same moral seriousness because their role didn't need it to survive. He wrote that women's core flaw is a lack of justice, truth, or honor. These can be ignored if her instincts or needs call for it, he says. Agree or not, think about what this means for a guy deep in romantic dreams. He sees his love as a loyal, perfect angel as he imagines her. He can't believe she'd lie, leave, or use him. After all, he'd never do that to her, right? Yet how often do guys get stunned by cheating, a cold divorce, or money-driven games? To Schopenhauer, it's almost expected. The guy dropped his guard under love's spell, forgetting nature, not feelings, runs the show. The woman, knowingly or not, follows nature's script: attract, secure support, ensure survival. If that means faking extra love or breaking a promise when it's no use, so be it. The trusting guy is left crushed, thinking, I never thought she'd do this. He feels betrayed because he put his ideals on her, ignoring her real nature. This is Schopenhauer's grim picture. It's not soft or kind, it's raw, but he'd argue it's the truth laid bare. Seeing reality clearly beats living in a cozy lie if you know how to use the truth. With this view, it's no shock that guys fall into traps with women in love. Let's look at these mental snares and how Schopenhauer's ideas can help avoid them. Putting women on a pedestal. Guys often treat women like perfect goddesses. In love's rush, a guy hypes a woman's good traits and ignores her faults. He tells himself she's different, flawless. This is a trap. He's not loving a real person, but a dream he made. When reality hits, he's broken. Schopenhauer's tip: see her as human, not an angel. Know this urge to seek perfection is your passion's trick. Losing your mind. Love is called blind for a reason. Schopenhauer says it's like a drug, fogging your brain. A smart guy can make dumb choices in love, marrying fast, ditching duties, trusting someone new. This madness is nature pushing you. Schopenhauer's tip: know that when you're crazy in love, you're not thinking right. Wait to make big choices until your head's clear, or you might lock into a mistake, giving up yourself. Guys often drop their goals, friends, or pride to keep a woman happy. You might change your life for her, quit hobbies, or spend all your cash, all for love. Compromise is okay, but losing yourself is bad. Nature doesn't care about your dreams, only its own. Kids. Schopenhauer's tip: don't give up everything for the dream. Keep your sense of self and goals, or you'll have nothing when the dream fades. Believing love is equal. A guy thinks the love he gives will come back the same. If I'm loyal and sacrifice, she will too. But Schopenhauer says men and women love differently. He loves with big ideals. She loves practically, based on what helps her and her kids. If things change, like he loses his job or she finds someone better, her feelings might shift. The guy who believed in endless love is left hurt, asking, how could she? Schopenhauer's tip: don't expect her to love with the same loyalty. Her instincts can trump feelings. Be real. Love can be true, but it's often not forever. Chasing looks. Guys go wild for beauty. Many have messed up chasing a pretty face. Schopenhauer reminds us beauty fades, a short-term trap. A guy who marries just for looks will regret it when they dim. If there's nothing deeper, what's left? Nature banks on young desire clouding foresight. Schopenhauer's tip: enjoy beauty but don't be its slave. A lifelong promise based on a fading trait is a bad deal. Look deeper, or be ready for letdown when age wins, needing her too much. The worst trap is making a woman your only source of joy. Guys can think, without her, I'm nothing. This neediness is deadly. If the relationship ends, the guy's lost. His confidence, friends, and mental health may tank. Schopenhauer, a big pessimist about happiness, would say, don't bet your whole life on one person. His tip: love, but don't lose yourself. Keep your own strength and heart. If she's your whole world when she leaves, and everyone leaves someday, your world falls apart. Nature wants you to feel you can't live without her to keep you hooked, but you can, and you must be ready to. These traps catch even the best guys. They all come from one thing: illusion. Illusions about who she is, what love does, and who you are in love. Schopenhauer's ideas rip these illusions apart. They show love as it is, not what we want. With that truth comes power if you use it. Guys, this is heavy. It might make you mad, sad, or in denial. Schopenhauer didn't aim to make you hate women, and neither does this script. It's about opening your eyes. It's like pulling someone from a nice dream because danger's near. The dream was great, but reality must be faced to stay safe. What now? Should you avoid women, skip love, and live alone? Schopenhauer chose a single life, focusing on ideas. He respected those who ditched worldly wants, like monks, as truly wise. But you pick your path. This wake-up call isn't to stop you from loving. It's to make sure you love or don't with a clear head. See the truth, then choose. The real freeing truth is this: romantic love isn't a magic fix to complete you. It's a strong instinct that can wreck you if you don't get it. Women aren't perfect or evil. They're humans driven by nature, like men. Your joy isn't their goal. Nature's goal is. Once you see this, you can approach love and life differently. Clarity. No more blind worship. You see your partner as a real, flawed person. You know your strong feelings or instincts, so you stay level-headed even in passion. Boundaries. You can love and share life, but you won't lose your self-respect or goals. You won't let love eat your identity or logic. Caution. Be careful with big steps like marriage or kids. These change life. Don't jump in just because of feelings or pressure. Think, is this what I want or what my body or society wants? Strength. If love ends or she betrays you, it'll hurt, but you won't be shocked like the world ended. You'll see it as human nature. You'll rebuild wiser, not fooled again. Purpose beyond women. Free from needing love to feel whole, you'll have energy for other things. Projects, friends, growth, maybe even deeper questions. Schopenhauer put his energy there, finding more meaning than in chasing romance. Schopenhauer's big message is to wake up. It's like he's grabbing guys and saying, look at reality. Don't be a puppet in a game you don't see. Yes, the truth is harsh. Yes, it hurts to admit what we love might be nature's trick. But there's freedom in it. If love is nature's game, you can learn the rules. You can choose how or if you play. You might still marry and have kids, but you'll know the costs and that you're following a natural urge, not a fairy tale. Or you might pick another way, maybe relationships without legal ties, time alone to focus, or a partnership with clear understanding. The point is, awake, you're not led blindly. You steer your life. Schopenhauer's ideas are called gloomy. He believes seeing through life's tricks, like love, brings a kind of peace, not joy but relief, like stepping out of a silly act. He doesn't offer a happy fix, but he frees you from false hopes that hurt. That freedom might be the start of real meaning built on truth, not lies. Back to our hurt guy, or maybe your own heart. If love has crushed you, you have a choice. Will you stay in the cozy dream, repeating love and pain, letting nature pull you? Or will you listen to Schopenhauer and break free? He warned us clearly, don't ignore it again. Next time you're caught by a stunning face or a rush of feelings, remember this. Something old and not personal is at work in you. Pause. Let your clear mind talk as much as your heart. Guard against the traps in your way. This doesn't mean you can't love, but love smart. Love without illusions. If you play the romance game, do it awake, not as a blind pawn. If you walk away, do it from strength and wisdom, not anger. Schopenhauer gave brutal clarity to save us. It's a sharp gift, but it can stop ruin. It can turn pain into wisdom. The truth frees you, but it'll shock you first. Wake up, brothers. See women as they are. Amazing, flawed humans, driven by nature. Not magic beings. See love as it is, strong and real, but nature's tool. Most of all, see yourself not as a lovesick fool ruled by instincts, but as a man who can rise above with knowledge. Schopenhauer rang the alarm long ago, and few cared. They called him bitter, a hater, a downer. But look now, broken homes, lost men, pain from failed love everywhere. His words hit harder today. Ignore them at your risk. The illusion is strong, but you have the cure. Raw truth to cut the fog. Now it's on you. Will you let nature lead you, or will you take control? Schopenhauer's last thought, if men acted with clear minds, not illusions, would humans even keep going? He thought maybe not. Nature's pull is tough, but we can be smarter. Let Schopenhauer's voice whisper truth when you need it. It's a trick. Stay steady. Let his clarity shield you from dumb choices and heartbreak. Guys, you're warned. Wake up and pick your path with eyes open. Will you heed the call, or let nature's song put you back to sleep? It's your choice, and you'll face what comes. If this video woke you up about women and helped, share it with guys who need it. Subscribe to Stoic Synth for more real talk. Thanks for listening.